Where to begin with this? So I played a lot of Destiny back when it launched. Now I did not have an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. I played it on the 360. Now later on, I did get it on the Xbox One just to see how well it worked in comparison. Very cheap game to get, by the way. By that time, I had been done with it. Honestly, I had been done with it for years by that point. However, I will say that I did enjoy my time with it when I initially played it back in the day. I probably put in 200 or so hours into it. Now I played with it with some friends and they put way more hours into it than I did. They would never admit to that though. However, what fascinates me about Destiny is that it's in a position that really should not be in. At some point, the game is more or less not going to exist, and in many ways it's already achieved that. When I booted it up on the Xbox One many years later, they had new instances and new enemy mobs, even though I didn't have the expansion packs that would spawn in, which is a cool thing. However, if you think about it, the way the original game worked, it had already been erased. Now with MMOs, that's something that is par for the course really, unless you get a original server and a server emulator with some games. However, Destiny being one of the pioneering live service games, it's sort of an unusual aspect to see unfold over time.
Even the few months I played of it, there did numerous changes. Of course, some would argue not as much as I should have, but it's kind of neat to see things come in and go away. Kind of unnecessary, but neat, fun, little,
Just seeing some neat events come and go. I remember Mass Effect 3 also did this in its multiplayer. However, at its core, Destiny isn't really that much different than Borderlands. However, with Borderlands, it's never tied to a server. Destiny is. In a way, Destiny is sort of like a cross-breed between Borderlands and Phantasy Star Online. It feels a lot like the Phantasy Star Online games. I played a lot of Universe and I saw a lot of Universe in Destiny. Ideally, there'd be no real reason why Destiny shouldn't exist in 15 years. Most of the game should not be tied to a server because, again, you're playing parties of up to 3 and you just run around. Of course, you have the raids, which have even more people, but even then, those aren't something that you think would need a centralized server. Now, the hub areas with lots of people gather, that sort of makes sense, but even then, that'd be like a Phantasy Star Online sort of thing. You can play that game by yourself and you still got most of the content. In Destiny's case, though, that is not an option. One thing that specifically reinforced that sort of unsettling feeling that this game I really liked, especially back at the time, not so much nowadays. I mean, I never feel like booting up Destiny, but I will be honest and say that I had a lot of fun with it at first. But one thing that is completely gone, just absolutely patched away, is the voice actor of Peter Dinklage. Now, he was, of course, hammered for his vocal performance. I would contribute that to more or less the script because, well, I brought in Nathan Drake, as I'm going to call him from now on. Why not? I certainly did a decent job, but the Destiny story and dialogue is just really bad. And to be honest, I prefer Peter Dinklage over Nathan Drake, simply for the fact that he played it a little bit more straight than, Nolan North, I believe his name is. He played a little bit more straight than Nolan North. And both ways are bad, but I prefer the sort of so bad it was good of Peter Dinklage. Plus, when you spend 200 hours on a game with basically your backup, ghost, your partner in the game, being voiced by one person, and then coming back a few years later and it's a different person, it just does not feel the same. And I know there's numerous other cases, minor things in the games. I mean, you go through history of PC games in particular, things get patched out. But for the most part, in the 90s and 2000s, you can kind of get a patch record, see how games change. Like, I saw Half-Life change wildly. Nowadays, things are tied to a central server. If something's gone, it's gone. And at some point, I really fear the day that Destiny will just be gone.